Hey guys, we got some news about Sam Bankman-Fried. There's something that is really going to be hurting him in this stint behind bars before his trial. Okay, and I'm sure that it's going to make his stay even more uncomfortable. We'll get to it in a minute. I was talking to a consultant recently, and they were saying you need to do more on Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole FTX thing because that is your highest rated or highest most watched video. Not anymore. In fact, our video on Rocket Money is now the most watched video, and it's still going. Okay, this is a financial news and education channel. It is not the Sam Bankman-Fried channel, although we are going to follow this till the end, just like we did with Elizabeth Holmes, because these stories matter, because this is your money you're entrusting these people with, and then when they do something crazy, like it is alleged that Sam Bankman-Fried has done, we need to delve into that. We need to, follow that. So I told this consultant, I said, listen, one day Sam Bankman-Fried is either going to be exonerated or he's going to be convicted. In which case, that will be the end of the story. We are not predicating an entire channel on one man, but we will report when there are developments such as this one. Sam Bankman-Fried will probably not get a particular drug in jail, and that is probably going to frustrate him tremendously. Jailed FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried will likely have to survive without access to Adderall while behind bars at the infamous Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, according to federal prison guidelines. As the New York Post reported earlier last week, Bankman-Fried's lawyers whined at a hearing that he hasn't been given his prescribed Adderall to treat his ADHD in the 11 days since he was tossed in jail to await trial in October. Look, welcome to jail, Sam Bankman-Fried. This kid's been coddled. Somebody said, why are you calling him a kid? Because to me, he is. So, he's old enough, well, I'm old enough to be his father, although his father is older than me. But I'm old enough to be the boy's father, okay? And if I were his father, I would have said, Sam, don't go out there. And I would have given the same advice that the men in my family gave us. Do not waste your one phone call on this house, all right? I'd have told Sam that. Don't go down there to those Bahamas and try anything slick because, that's not what we taught you. It's not how we brought you up. Wouldn't have coddled this kid and told him that, oh no, don't worry, you can act with impunity and we'll, hire whoever we need to, or we'll use our knowledge, your mother and father, and the both of us will use our knowledge as attorneys to get you out of whatever pickle you get into, Sam. Don't even worry about it. No, now he's in a situation where, this is something else that the adults in our family were very upfront about and saying, look, we got to discipline you because if we don't, the world will. And when the world disciplines you, there's no love involved in that discipline. Okay. That's just straight up hardcore. So he won't be given the Adderall. However, the Federal Bureau of Prisons, which oversees the Metropolitan Detention Center, generally does not allow Adderall and other stimulants to be supplied to inmates. The policy was detailed in a clinical guidance document on ADHD treatment issued by the feds in December of 2021. Psychostimulants should not commonly be prescribed first line for treating patients within the correctional setting due to the risk of misuse and diversion. The document says the guidance adds that non-stimulant pharmacological options have established efficacy and are used as a first-line treatment. All right, so he's not going to get the medicine that he has become accustomed to. I don't know really how Adderall works. I heard that one of its effects is to keep you focused on a task. Gives you like a hyper focus. It's one of the effects of it. Sam, you're going to have to learn to get by. Prison, jail, it's not a pleasant place. Your freedoms are taken away. I don't think Sam has ever read the 13th Amendment. Because if he had, then he would have known this is not something I want to involve myself in. The risk here are too great. Freedom is too precious. I've shared this story before, and I know it happens to you. Sometimes you get thirsty in the middle of the night, and you go downstairs and you open your refrigerator and you got choices. And usually I'll drink a sparkling water, and oh, it tastes so good. But you know, it's not the water that I'm really tasting. It is freedom. The freedom to, go about and do what I want to do. Sam Bankman-Fried is going to have to operate a little differently. His trial is coming up in 6 weeks in one of the most complex cases in the history of the federal judicial system, because crypto is not a subject that the intricacies of it are not a subject that most people are familiar with. Bankman-Fried was not getting his Adderall doses despite an earlier order from federal judge Lewis Kaplan that he receive uninterrupted access to his daily prescribed medications. But the Bureau of Prisons is saying, no, we don't do that. We have rules against that. The judge, you're unaware of that. And judge, you run your courtroom. You don't run the Bureau of Prisons. Generally, we can tell you all incarcerated individuals at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn have access to appropriate health care and medicine, including Adderall when clinically indicated, a spokesman told the Post. While stimulants are not the preferred first-line agent, they may be approved following an evaluation and brief procurement process. So maybe, okay? The point of the matter is he won't be able to pop open the medicine cabinet and take them as he sees fit. The Federal Bureau of Prisons uses licensed and credentialed healthcare providers in its ambulatory care units. In other words, Sam, government bureaucracy is now going to decide when and if you should get this medicine. And that, my friend, is going to be certainly a change of It's going to be a change of atmosphere for you. So just a little Sam Bankman-Fried news for you to tide you over until, we see what happens with the case, which is going to start up soon. It's going to start up in October. Look, he's got another reality check, okay? Check this video out. It's hard out there for a deposed crypto king. So, as we always say, Sam Bankman-Fried's innocent until proven guilty. All the charges are alleged. Got to protect the platform. Guys, I'll talk to you soon.